So I originally wanted to do a video on Zui, but this character needs a lot of her traces or kit unlocked in order to deal as much damage as other damage dealers of the quantum element. And that's because she is a very weird character. You need break effect traces, you need to unlock all of those. If you miss any of them, then you're missing out on tons of damage for the character because she scales off of break effect, and all of the other traces, the major traces in her kit, are bonus abilities flows with her kit. So it all synergizes together, but again, she's a very weird character because she functions differently from other characters. And Ruan Mei is one of this character's best allies, and I don't have Ruan Mei on my account yet. So we'll make a video on this character in the future. However, today we're going to go over all the characters that was revealed in the 1.6 live stream, the future characters. I never got the opportunity to make a video on these characters. We kind of did something a little similar to this a while back before the patch did go live, but it wasn't, on the scale of actually getting the reveals of those characters. And a lot of them are very interesting. Let's hop into today's video. Yo, what up, Toshi here. So slowly but surely, we received all the characters on the light cones in this game in the form of being playable characters. And Topaz is the best example of that. But in the background of her light cone, this is not made for the character, but it is a light cone of the preservation path. We have Aventurine, who is a co-worker of this character. There was dialogue in the game going over Topaz and her relationship with Aventurine, and it was very interesting. But they ended up revealing this character in the 1.6 live stream, and a bunch of other characters on top of that. So what we already knew ended up coming to fruition, which is very cool. Ruan Mei, who was a character in one of the 4-star Lycons of the Path to Fruition, is a character that is now playable as we speak. And this was something we kind of knew since the beginning of the launch of the game. We knew that she was going to be playable at some point, but we just didn't know when. Because again, all the characters that have been on the Lycons in this game have been playable at some point. So Skrullum is in the same picture here, and he's a character that will also be playable at some point. The thing is, though, we knew Skrullum was a playable character. I mean, we already had him appear in the game a few times, and the fact of the matter is, for those of you that know, he most likely is on the way, probably very, very soon. Now, during the 1.6 live stream, they actually revealed a ton of characters. This was unexpected, and I think maybe it was to combat leakers. So the first character we have here is Robin. This character, to me, seems to be a Harmony character, only because she has a very nice looking appearance. All the other Harmony characters also have a very nice looking appearance, and nothing about her appearance screams combative to me, so I don't imagine her being a character that will be on the front lines of your team dealing damage. Instead, she seems to be a buffer or a team enabler of some sorts. And hey, we'll take more team enablers. Supports are the most future-proof characters in the game. We have Misha, but we all know who Misha already is. Misha is an ice elemental character. Misha is coming next patch in 2.0, and Misha seems to be, well, I thought previously to be a 4-star version of Jinglu, but maybe Misha is going to have a kit that actually synergizes with Jinglu instead and become a part of a mono ice team, which is very interesting because we have Ruan Mei, who will enable that team to actually be pretty good. So we'll take it, right? But this is not a character I'm not interested in anymore because this is me with the assumption that this character is not a 4-star version of Jinglu anymore. So next up we have Firefly. This character to me seems like another Harmony character just because her appearance is kind of close to Robin's from the hair design to the hair color, but overall nothing about her appearance screams combative to me, so I can imagine her being a damage dealer. But hey, I could be completely wrong here, and she is one of the best damage dealers in the game when she does release at her time of arrival. That would be a shocker to me and most people, right? Next up we have Gallagher, and this character to me seems to be some type of damage dealer or preservation character. And the reason I say preservation is because he has a big macho looking appearance just because he has the body type for it. So I imagine him being a character that may end up being like Jetpro in a sense of being a defensive option, but maybe he's not a defensive option, maybe he's a damage dealer. So maybe he's not a part of the preservation path, and instead he is a part of the destruction path, which then, boom, we have more destruction characters, and that path ends up running even more rampant. Duke Inferno, this is very interesting. I have no idea what this character could be. It'd be a shocker if this character was like an abundance character, right? That'd be crazy. But yeah, I imagine him being a fire character, obviously, because he is magma, right? Magma, lava, so he's a fire typing. But who knows? He probably couldn't be fire instead something else. We have Bailu, who is literally lightning, when she, to me, screams water, ice, right? Next up, we have Sam, and this is my honest opinion, the most interesting character revealed in the 1.6 live stream. I just like the Lancelot Code Geass, mech appearance that this character has, but he maybe is not a playable character. He ends up being a character you actually fight in the game, an enemy you fight, because he does have a badass looking appearance, and I mean, there's no way of telling if this guy is either evil or good. I mean, he's a robot, right? He could be either or. For the elemental typing, they can do anything here, He could be an imaginary character. He could be a fire character. Who knows? He could be a quantum character. I would take more quantum characters. I wouldn't be disappointed about that. They revealed a preservation character from the Interstellar Peace Corporation. Funny enough, that character ended up being a Venturine. So this is the co-worker of Topaz, right? The one that Topaz talks about in her dialogue sometimes. Very, very interesting. He was on the 4-star Lycan we did talk about earlier in the video. This is a character I'm actually interested in just because I do like his design overall. He looks pretty cool. And he's a preservation, so he's another defensive option. Now, he may end up just having synergy with Topaz, right? It makes the most sense of him having synergy with her. So maybe he is a character that has a follow-up in his kit, therefore making him synergize very well with that character, right? Because she desperately needs everyone in the team to deal follow-up to the enemy so that she can push up the action forward of Numby. Once she does receive the defensive option, then she'll be a much better character, and that team will finally feel a lot more complete. You'll have a team that is essentially a Elation-like team, and that's pretty cool because that is a separate playstyle compared to all the other playstyles in the game. They did reveal Sparkle once more. We already know this character, right? She is a Quantum Harmony character. She most likely is going to be best in slot Mono Quantum, but still is able to be utilized outside of the Mono Quantum team and perform really well, right? She most likely is going to be a Bronya upgrade for most teams, and that's pretty cool. And the last character that was revealed was Acheron, and this character I thought was not going to be Raiden Mei, but apparently she is a Raiden Mei XP, so that's pretty cool. Her design is not bad. I mean, I just don't think they did a good reveal of it. We only saw the back of her, and then when they zoomed into the front, we only saw the top half of her. I mean, I'm not complaining, right? I mean, most people only want to really see that, to be honest, but and I'm getting beside myself here, but she overall looks pretty cool. She looks a lot like Seal in this artwork, and I think many people have already said that already. It's kind of hard to unsee it, right? Because you have the little flap at the top that represents Seal, and then the hairstyle, right? The long hairstyle of the color is representing Seal, and the color scheme is representing Seal as well. And it definitely seems like a pose that Seal will have as well, right? So this looks a lot like Seal, I'm not going to lie. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed a different video from what we normally do. We did a video on this not that long ago, right? Going over the characters that was coming in the near future. But with all these characters revealed, it's definitely going to be very hard to save with the next upcoming region. Because, well, there's so many interesting characters. Some Harmony characters, some Preservation characters. Preservation? Did I say Preservation? I did say Preservation. Some defensive options. And then we have some other characters that seems to be damage dealers, like Acheron. I imagine her being a damage dealer. We have Sparkle coming out, and we have Black Swan as well. So many cool characters, so many cool designs, honestly. And Sam, right? How could I forget Sam? The coolest looking character from that reveal. All of the characters coming in 2.0 and beyond have one-upped the design from all the characters that have been in the game since 1.0. I mean, I am still a Bronya fan, and I always will be a Bronya fan, but these characters really do look pretty good. I'm not going to lie. That's the video here. Thank you for watching, and have a nice rest of your day. Peace.